Ready to go on a business trip or a well-needed vacation? Well, if your trip leads you to Mexico, Canada, Bermuda, or the Caribbean, you will need a passport. So before you pack those bags and sunscreen, let's go over a few items needed and the process to obtain a passport. You will need a passport application, proof of U.S. citizenship, photo ID, 2 photos for your passport, and of course, money for your fees. The first step is to get a passport application. You can go to the website travel.state.gov and download your passport application. It's Form DS-11. Or you may choose to go by the courthouse or your local post office to obtain a copy. You may elect to fill out your application prior to going to an acceptance center. If you do, be sure to wait and sign your application at the acceptance center. It has to be witnessed by a representative. The next step is to make sure that you have the correct documentation for proof of U.S. citizenship. You will need a birth certificate. You will need an original or a certified stamped copy. A photocopy will not be accepted. The next step is to have 2 identical photo shots in the last 6 months for your passport. The requirements are that they be 2" by 2". The best idea is to go to a facility that takes passport photos. Such facilities are Walgreens, CVS, or Kinko's. The next step is to locate the nearest acceptance center to you. You can go to the website travel.state.gov, simply key in your zip code, and it will take you directly to a list of acceptance centers near you. The best known places are courthouses, post office, or even clerk of court offices. But many places take applications only, so be sure to call and inquire about the times available for passport applications. Your next step is to actually go to the acceptance center. They will collect all the documentation that we have talked about earlier. They will look through the documentation to make sure that everything is correct and everything is there and proper. They will then have you sign the passport application, and they will administer an oath. You will pay the fees for the application and the execution of the documents. So be prepared to pay for 2 separate fees. They will give you your information back in a stamped and sealed envelope. It is best to send the acceptance package back through a trackable service such as UPS or FedEx. The next step, sit back and wait. The turnaround time for a passport is usually 4 to 6 weeks, unless you've paid to have it expedited. Remember, you can check on your application status online. It usually takes 5 to 7 days after the application has been received before it's trackable online. You will receive your passport back via U.S. mail. So, now that you have your passport, you can pack those bags and sunscreen and go on your adventure. But always keep your passport in a secure location. And remember, thank you and have a nice trip.